I still want to have the full faith in Election Commission of India. But my feeling is that the Election Commission of India is not helping me. For 7 seats, 7 phase polling. For 25 seats, 1 phase polling. For 14 seats, 3 phase polling. Why? I just want to know. Why is it that people are perceiving certain statements as against the model code of conduct, but why is it that the election commission did not find them violative of the model code of conduct? You can show it in one constituency that in about 2 hours time you can have 12 to 12.5% vote poll. Just show it somewhere. So if 79 seats change hands, so what is the percentage of polling by BJP in Tamil Nadu?
NDA is 18, alone BJP is 11.
No, 18. That is the thing. Fast polling means more votes to NDA. So next time the faster polling, there will be seats also. That's what some people are saying. I'm not saying. I'm just only, since you're interested in this, I just wanted to tell you. Now, if this is the calculation, then if the calculation is that the NDA BJP benefited by 79 seats, if that were not the case, the NDA BJP would have been 213, 213. And India Alliance could have been, instead of 237, 316. On the basis of this, some people are raising the question of the title of this program. Is the 2024 mandate stolen? Isn't it? Is it? Election Commission says no. One more thing. Election Commission is also not saying no. Did it say no?
Neither yes nor no.
That is the reason why Election Commission has also not said no yet. In fact, the Vote for Democracy people have written a letter, still believing that New India answers letters. And last time when I spoke to one of the authors of this report, he told me that we've written and we are waiting for the reply. And I'm sure, I'm here, they won't have got the reply. And I don't think they will ever get the reply. And somebody went to the court about EVM, VVPAT and things like that, just a few weeks ago. And that was, I think, Delhi High Court. Delhi High Court or Supreme Court? Supreme Court. I was told that the bench had said that, look, elections are over. The new government is in place. Why are you raking up all these issues? That's what the court was told. The court had said, I believe. And the person who told me this added his own comment. I must tell you that comment also. He said, look, Parakala, this court's comment is like this. Suppose you file a case against somebody saying that this person killed that person. And the court says, look, the man is gone. It's all over. Why are you worried? Why are you coming and wasting the time of the court? He said this, I'm not saying this. But don't you find a logic in it? There is a logic in it, isn't it? And New India supports that logic. New India does a lot of things. One of it is, supporting this kind of logics. And my domain is very different. When I look at, for instance, old India, I remember very well. Most of you also probably know it. That old India, when you look at our national highways, for instance, national highways, 1 kilometer of a 4-lane road is 1 kilometer of a 4-lane road in old India. In New India, 1 kilometer of a 4-lane highway is 4 kilometers. It is fast, isn't it? So if you took 1 year to build 1 kilometer of 4-lane road in old India used to say, I built 1 kilometer of road. New India says, I built 4 kilometers. So it is 4 times faster. And I'm still surprised many people are suspecting this, speedy polling in, according to the rules, 5 o'clock or polling gets over, isn't it? 6 o'clock? Yeah. And whoever is in the premises is allowed to vote even if it is beyond 6 o'clock, beyond 7 o'clock, beyond 8 o'clock, isn't it? So if from morning 7 to evening 6 o'clock, 5 to 6 also, 6 o'clock, let's say 6 o'clock, there was a polling of 10 lakh votes. 10 lakhs in 8 hours, 9 hours. And then another 2 hours, you have another 80,000 votes or 1 lakh votes or 1,30,000 votes or 1,50,000 votes vote in each constituency. In a state, almost about 26 lakh votes, 36 lakh votes, 48 lakh votes are polled. That is the new India that we have. And under that new India, the autonomous, independent, impartial, accountable Election Commission of India, we have this kind of a situation. So therefore, people who don't understand the new India, they think there is some fraud here. In fact, there's somebody who told me that this government is inauthentic, this government is illegitimate, this government is an imposter, this government has no right to be in power. They're saying all this. I'm just trying to convey what some people are thinking. And on the face of it, I do not want to distrust the Election Commission of India. Let me make that very clear. But as people are saying this again and again, and when I read this report more than once, I'm not doubting, but I want the Election Commission of India to answer. That's all. I just want answers. And if they give me answers, I take those answers and be happy. But my discomfort is that the Election Commission is not answering. Why is it not answering? if I think more about this, that why Election Commission is not answering, I probably will slowly and slowly begin to doubt the independence, impartiality of the Election Commission of India. I'm beginning. I must confess, I'm beginning. I didn't want to distrust. I always wanted to have full faith in the Election Commission of India. I still want to have the full faith in Election Commission of India. But my feeling is that the Election Commission of India is not helping me. I want some help from the Election Commission of India to trust them. I do not want to go on having this trust deficit in the Election Commission of India. I want to fully trust the Election Commission of India. Can somebody help me to believe in the Election Commission of India? Will you please? If you can't do it, at least tell them to give a proper explanation of why for 7 seats, 7 phase polling, for 25 seats, 1 phase polling, for 14 seats, 3 phase polling. Why? I just want to know. And why and how in some states 12.5% votes are hiked. And if you tell me that it's all happened in 2 hours or 2.5 hours, how do I believe it?
Phase 2 results.
Yeah.
Not time sheet.
Yeah. In phase 2, Indra had taken out the figures of the seats. 88 seats went to polls, and there is no data of the polling. And in a phase where there is no data of polling, out of 88 seats in Assam, what is the total number of seats in each state? Out of 88, NDA had 154, and the strike rate is very high because there is no data. This is, people think that it's very suspicious. And they're saying that you need to suspect the impartiality of the Election Commission of India. That's very dangerous. But for those people like you and me who want to trust the Election Commission of India, we need help. What kind of help do we need? We need help in the following things. One, this is the scientific reason why we had these many phases, and this is the scientific reason why number of seats are less but phases are more, and seats are more and phases are less. Some reason has to be there. That we need one. The second thing that we need is, why is it that people are perceiving certain statements as against the model code of conduct, but why is it that the Election Commission did not find them violative of the model code of conduct? This is the second one. The third one is, how is it possible practically? You can show it in one constituency that in about 2 hours time you can have 12 to 12.5% vote polled. Just show it somewhere. So these are the three things at least. I'm not talking about what happened in Chandigarh, what happened in Surat, and all that is fine. As the eminent judge has said, it's gone, dead, over, done. Don't worry about it. The government is in place, don't worry about it. But at least, as I said, it will also give me some kind of a practical knowledge. If I want to do something, some task, how do I do it in 7 phases? A small task in 7 phases, big task in 1 phase. Isn't it? So these are some of the techniques. And if the Election Commission comes out and gives us a a comprehensive explanation to this, maybe Harvard and other business schools also will come. Because you see, they've done studies on Dabbawalas of Mumbai. Why not ECI? And I see, it's not an ordinary thing to have that kind of a hike. It should be studied. And who better than Harvard or somebody like that? I'm sure they will be very interested to do this. This report will die. As many things are dying in this country. Do you know what all have died in this country? You say yes or no when I ask you. Do you remember there's a state called Manipur? You do? You don't. Don't lie. Do you remember we had a large number of migrant workers walking hundreds of kilometers, thousands of kilometers? Do you remember?
Yes.
You don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember when, when I got very upset when petrol was touching 100 rupees. Now I am not anymore. Are you? When dollar was touching 80, now it's okay, isn't it? So if 79 seats change hands, it's okay. If those who have to be in parliament are in jail, it's okay. Those who have to be in jail are in parliament, it's okay. Have you seen a magic show ever? Have you been to a magic show? Most of you must have. And in a magic show, the magician pulls out a pigeon from a hat. You are thrilled. But magician is not thrilled because he knows it's fraud. So today the winners are not thrilled. Do you notice that? Do you notice that? But the magician will be happy because he collects money from your tickets. And today the winners are in power. So they're not thrilled, but okay. But now they know that there was a fraud. They do not yet know that you know it. If they come to know that you also know it, then there will be panic. So I want Indra Kumar and others and Voice of Tamil Nadu to make sure that everyone knows this. So that the winners know that we all know. When we look at them, even if we are normally looking at them, they will feel, oh my God, Vijay Shankar is suspecting me. Vijayaka is suspecting me. She thinks that I am not one, but I am sitting here. But if you don't do that, then they'll become very confident. These people don't know. I can do anything. Like the magician. Now he got me the data. I'll just give you the data to understand. Assam, in second phase, 5 seats have gone for poll. 4 seats were won by BJP in Assam. Anyway, yeah, NDA. In West Bengal, 3 seats have gone for poll and all the 3 were won by BJP. In UP, 8 have gone to the polls in second phase where the data is not declared. 8 out of 8 were won by BJP. Madhya Pradesh, 6 went to the polls. 6 out of 6 were won by the BJP. In Chhattisgarh, 3 went to the poll in the second phase. All the 3 were won by BJP. In Tripura, one went to the poll. That one was won by BJP. J&K one went to the poll. No data. That one was won by BJP. Karnataka, 14 have gone to the polls in second phase. 12 have gone to BJP out of 14. Rajasthan, 13 went to the polls in the second phase. 10 were won by BJP. So there is no data means what? I mean, some of you are connecting and saying that if there is no data, BJP is winning. No, it so happened. So this magic, if they know that you know, then the scene will be very different. If they know that you do not know and you will not know, then the scene will be different. One more thing I would like to say to you is this. I think Indra had mentioned this. I would just reiterate that. Why is no political party taking it seriously? Why is it? So if no political party is taking it seriously, what can we do? What should we do? Before you come to any conclusion about that, I want you to remember this very clearly, that elections are not a game played by two political parties or two leaders or two alliances or some political parties. Please remember this. Elections are for the people of India, not for the political parties, not for the leaders, not for alliances. If you think that they will look after this, they will fight in the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha or Assembly, and we'll watch and have fun. He said very well that man or this lady is, it's no fun. It's no fun. It is ours and our mandate. And we have to see that our mandate is reflected properly. It is not tampered with. It is not violated. It is not hijacked. It is not stolen. If there are any doubts, like whatever doubts are expressed, those things will have to be clarified. Now, clarification, not suspicion, just clarification. Clarification, when the person or the institution that is to clarify these things is not forthcoming to clarify, as a citizen, we need to compel them to clarify. How do we compel them to clarify? Don't expect the political parties to do the job for you. Because this is a demand-driven situation, not a supply-side situation. It's not that they are very nice, they will supply us. No. You have to demand that. You need to explain to me, you have to tell us, you have to clarify. You have to come clean on this. So that means that we need to, even if it is on a small scale, we need to protest. Ask them. Whoever is the representative of the government of India, the state of India, the president of India, it will be governor, it will be collector, because collector is appointed by the president of India, isn't it? Or the high court or whatever. I think we need to go and tell them, please ask them to give us an explanation. A delegation can meet. Every day 5 people go and meet the governor and say, we want explanation. Every day in the governor's engagements list, there will be 10 people who are expressly coming to ask for an explanation from the Election Commission of India. Is that possible? Can we do that, Indra? If you don't do that, in fact, when we were coming from the airport, I just showed him a small dharna. Why can't there be a dharna, continuous dharna? Otherwise, this will die. Something has to be done. And I don't, are the postcards available in Tamil Nadu? Yeah? Okay. What if hundreds and thousands and lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of postcards are written to the President of India or the Election Commission of India? We want an explanation. Reasonable, not expensive. In fact, I suggest that Indra, so many postcards can go to the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Rashtrapati Bhavan is big. But in a few months, Rashtrapati should not have enough space to move around. Every room has bundles and bundles of postcards asking for the explanation. That's all. No doubts about anything. Just an explanation. Tell us. Mahamahim, please tell us. Can this be done?
Yes.
You say yes, but you won't do. Who will do? Can you write a letter? Can you write a small postcard? Please do. And make other people write. Instead of, the other day I met somebody who was very upset with what's happening in the country. Polarization, communalization, etc. And I asked him, "You're upset about this?" He said, "Yes." Then, like a fool, I asked him, "What are you doing about it?" You know what he said? "Didn't you see my Facebook post? I already posted." So his job is over. Job will not be over if you post it on Facebook or Twitter and say that you have done it now. Do something on the ground, physically, not merely digital. See that such doubts are gone from the minds of the people. Until these doubts are clarified, we should go on asking. If we don't ask questions, our democracy will not survive. Today, they might not have done anything wrong, but if you don't ask, they will feel these fellows are not asking. As one very important politician in this country says, "Picture abhi baki hai." This is only trailer. So if this is the case, then if now it is 5 crore votes, next time it will be, because in 2 hours time, if people can, 5 crore people can vote now, in 5 years time, they'll be much more qualified and much more capable, much more skilled to vote. 50 you say? Oh, 50, you see. Very optimistic. 50 crores of votes. Then, those people and parties who are now feeling that, if we had worked a bit harder, we would have won this election. I tell them, if this is the case, forget about it. This won't happen. Vijayaka, you will have problem heroes. Thank you very much.